Time to move to the bar. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Let's talk to Dominic Monaghan now, of course one of the Hobbits, and I wondered what transformations personally and professionally did the role bring for him?
I think as an actor, if you continue working on something so high quality, you're obviously learning. You know, I mean, hopefully you try and learn every day, but on something that's such a great movie and you know, going to be a success and becomes a phenomenon, you get your head around working at such a high level, you know. So you just keep your eyes open, and I grew up quite a lot. You know, I arrived in New Zealand when I was 21, you know, and I'm now 26, and the process is still going on, you know. So I just became more experienced and more mature, and felt like I had to prove myself a little bit less, and probably became a little bit more connected to my environment due to being in New Zealand. You know, became more aware of the sea and the mountains and the sky and, you know, the ground around you, you know, because people in New Zealand are very conscious of that kind of thing.
To look at all the facets of the character, you know, you've got the playful, the comedic, but yet damaged also and courageous. There's such an immense range there, a whole spectrum. How on earth do you get to grips with that as an actor?
You just have to keep reading the book, you know. You have to plot the points where your character changes. I mean, certainly in the third movie I was aware of the fact that Mary was quite different. I didn't want to pull the same faces. I didn't want to be the same character. You know, he's wounded by the fact that he's around so much death and blood and agony and pain, you know. He's lost his good friend Pippin, you know. So I initially played Mary as an 11, 12-year-old boy when I started out, innocent and wide-eyed and cute. And now he's frowning and he's confused and he's broken. And, you know, it's a real pleasure to do that kind of thing.
I get the impression that there was an aura surrounding the project, given that this was a classic of English literature. To what extent was that true?
I think as an Englishman I had such high regard for Tolkien's work. You know, I mean, he's one of our real luminaries in the literary world, and he's an Englishman, and, you know, we had a lot of respect for him. I just think he's a great author and has contributed so much to the project, and even the people that hadn't necessarily read the book before that started to really see how many breadths of emotion an author could put into a piece of work, you know, and really respected him. So did wonders for Tolkien, I think.
So what was it like to get in amongst the fans?
You just get a little bit of input, you know, you get a little bit back. You feel like people are actually able to tell you what they think, you know, and it's nice. I mean, we're quite distant away from it. We go to the premieres, we're protected, we have these bodyguards, we get in cars, we drive off. So to be able to, you know, be around that is a beautiful thing, to see people firsthand.
And now, unfortunately,
Sean Astin is pulling me away for a curry.
It's time to leave and eat curry. I'm terribly sorry. Have I been rude? Have I interrupted?